Hey, hello. Hey, hello, hi. Welcome to my YouTube channel Tech Grantha. So, on the last video session, we discussed about the debugging technique for the part one, where we understand what are the basic things we need to remember on during the scripting and what are the common mistakes we are doing. So, on today's lecture, we are going to discuss some of the two other major important things on the debugging part, which we are doing the commonly mistakes, and we will also discuss how we can do the troubleshooting and what is the reason, what is the cause behind of those issue also. So before I am going to discuss, so if anyone missed the previous video lecture, so just go on the channel and already the playlist is available. You can go and watch there for the load runner. JMeter, the session is already started, which is also going on. And if anyone want to watch for the Dynatrace tool for the cloud monitoring tool, so that video lecture is already available. So those all three things you can learn. I will share the video descriptions on the link also. So there first problem is there. If suppose whenever we are doing the our test execution, and in between of the test we got the some shutting down the server connection of the premature things. So definitely on that time your test will be go on the fail mode. But now the problem is that how we can identify and what the basic cause behind it, why that particular error is coming on the between of the execution. So the two reason was there. First, the sharp ramp up of the users, and second is the too many users on the single load generator. So the mean, like whenever we are hitting the server of so many users on the simultaneously, so that is the one reason we are getting the shutting down the server connectivity. Second, maybe the one particular load generator are not able to handle so many users load. So that is the another reason maybe behind to the shutting down the connectivity. So now how can we do the troubleshooting for that issue? For that, first just increase the ramp up time of your user. So I already discussed what is the mean of the ramp up time user. So ramp up in the sense like if suppose we have the 10 user and I want to go on the server one user after the second, but in between it should take the 2 seconds, 3 seconds something. So just try to increase the number of duration one users to go on the second user on the server level. Second, use the appropriate number of the load generators. So in the sense, if suppose you have 1,000 users you want to execute, so accordingly plan how many LGS is required for the 1,000 users to bear the load. Third is the proper distribution of the load. So if suppose you know, okay, 1,000 users or 3 generator are able to handle the load, so just distribute the load equally on all those LGs. Don't do like that. If suppose 1,000 user is there and you have the 3 LG, you distributed the 50 users on the one LG and all other on the different LGs. So distribute the load on the properly on the all LGs. And sometimes you can add the below function on the starting of the views and script, website socket option, ignore premature shutdown one, and if suppose that the above code is not working, you can use that one also. Apart of that, the most important things which we can do whenever you are doing the execution, so just try to clear the temp folder on your particular LG and particular machine. So there is no requirement to do every execution, but yeah, most after the two execution, execution, just try to clear the temp folder, and you can restart the system also before your execution. So those are the troubleshooting solutions which we can do for your server premature connection things. Now the problem number two, sometimes we are getting the common error on the log like the memory violation issue. So what was the reason behind it? So some of the four main cause behind it. First, we are unclose the file in the file handling logic. Maybe we forget to close the file there. So that is the one reason. Second, to attempt the write the string level, and third is access memory. So sometimes website max param length is required for more than 5 integer digit, and but whenever we record it, we given only the 1024 4 digit only. So on that time also it will show the memory violation. And whenever you are doing the execution, maybe if it is running as a process, so definitely I told running as a process it will consuming the so much memory, so it will come as a memory violation also. So now the problem is how can we resolve and how can we troubleshoot the problem. So for troubleshooting that problem, first you need to close the all file operation on the property, and the next thing, param length also you need to do as appropriate the way the length is required there, and every time just don't forget to close any of the semicolon, any of the curly braces on your script, otherwise it will throw the error. And the most important, the fourth point, whenever you are doing the execution, just always every time do the execution with the run as a thread, not run as a process. Okay, so those are the common things which we need to remember whenever you are doing the troubleshooting for memory violation and for the server premature disconnection things. So thanks to all. I hope my video lecture is helping to you for your learning concepts. So if anyone have any suggestion, so just comment me on the comment box, and please guys share the channel and share the video as much as with your friends, colleagues, and if you want to learn any new technology, so just also you can ping on the comment box, and I will also give you the form registration form link for learning the technology. So if anyone interested to learn on the separately, so you can register there, and I will send you the email soon for how can we do the session and when we can start that. Okay, thanks to all. Thank you so much for loving the video and sharing the videos. Thank you so much.